Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Danny Costello. He is 2 wins, 1 defeat. And and glad to get you on the channel, mate.
Finally on it.
Yes. My first question for you is, how did you get into boxing?
As a kid, I was always on and off. So my granddad and my dad, they both boxed. So really, so it's a family thing. Yeah, just carrying on family tradition, doing a bit of boxing.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. And so for your debut fight, who did you fight again on your debut?
On my debut, I fought Petar Alexandrov from Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Tough man, really tough bloke.
And how do you feel like your debut went?
Really well, to be fair. Obviously, there's bits to take from it, good bits, bad bits, like any fight. But it was a good performance. Obviously, won every round. So yeah, can't complain about that. A win's a win, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And then you did take a massive opportunity that was on the weekend, which was an 8-man tournament, which I mean you didn't need to take it really. You were only 1-0 and you were facing other prospects who were 3-0, 4-0, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. Opportunity like that. Obviously, in this game, I've said to anyone, like, you've got to be hungry, you've got to want it. So you can't turn down opportunities like that, otherwise you ain't going to go nowhere with it.
Yeah. So first start, because you fought twice, you fought Tommy Loach, wasn't it?
Tommy Loach, yeah.
Were you happy that you got Tommy first because he was quite a bit inactive before the tournament?
Yeah, no, it's fair. I feel like like I said before, into any of them really, you have to be happy with whoever you got first. So it doesn't really matter who I had first. I feel like even now, even obviously with the decision that was made on the night in the semi-final, which I was ain't happy about, fresh, I still believe I fancy my chances against all of them boxers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, obviously, they all had the same attitude before entering. So
yeah. Was it a bit strange fighting like 3 rounds again?
It's different. I don't know how to describe it really. It's a lot more of a fast pace. So it's a bit like boxing amateur again, a lot faster. Obviously, they're faster. They're not no journeymen. They're undefeated fighters in there at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So they were tough geezers. They were fast. They were sharp. They were fit. So it was still a challenge, even though it was 3 rounds.
Do you feel like against Tommy? Do you feel like you won every single round?
Yeah, every round I'd say I won. Just outboxed him really. He was a tough fighter. Kept coming forward. He was catching me with shots, which again on your second outing as a pro, you probably won't get caught with shots like that until a few fights down the line. So I had to dig deep as always, but got a nice unanimous win. So
yeah, and then you fought Kirk Stevens, who ended up winning the tournament. But I know I thought you won. You thought you won. I had you 2 rounds to 1.
But, yeah, I thought I won the first 2 rounds. Only obviously a close fight. Every round was close, but I believe I did enough in the first 2. Definitely. Third one, I'd give it to him. But again, that was a tough fight. He's an awkward opponent. The way I normally box, like you've seen in the fight before, I like to hit and move, but with him, hitting and moving weren't an option really because he was just there, constantly in my face, constantly there. So I had to find something deep in me in that fight to be able to just try stand there and punch with him really, rather than, because like I said, hitting and moving weren't an option. He was there.
Out of your fight with Kirk and Tommy, what fight do you think you performed better in and why?
Definitely the first fight with Tommy. Obviously a lot fresher. And I just boxed him nicely. I felt like he played into my style. Obviously I had the range on him, which makes a nice difference once, being a short ass myself. So I had that bit of extra range. Obviously, you see me putting the lead out in front and just bringing him onto the backhand every time. Just a nice, simple boxing, really. That's what won me that fight.
So against Kirk, I don't know what happened. Was it a mistake with the scorecards or what?
You know, I've had that many different stories about it. I think the announcement just read it out wrong, just read out the wrong colour corner.
I mean, you must have been absolutely gutted. They lifted your hand because I looked away because I tagged you on my story saying through to the final. Then I came downstairs and it said on the thing Kirk won, and I was like, well, we didn't. And then I looked back and I was all really confused.
Yeah, no, it's mixed emotions that when your hands raised and then thinking you've won the fight, and then obviously being told you hadn't. It's one of them. It happens in boxing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just unfortunate it happened to me, but nothing you can do about it.
Were you watching the tournament in your dressing room?
No, I had runners out there. So my coach, he was running out. And I had two coaches with me, like one in the change room with me, like refueling me, ready to go out for the next round. One was out watching the fights straight away, thinking, right, what do we do with him? So on. So thinking tactics. Right.
Fair enough. So you didn't watch have you watched your fights back since?
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to yet. I haven't been able to get hold of the streams. So I've not actually been able to see my performance from obviously from the camera angle. I've seen little clips, what people have taken, but not actually properly.
Yeah. So. But if I find a link to them, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's anything like last time, with that Fight Network, they do a night where they stream the whole show again. So I have to screen record it when I get a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And and then I know you didn't watch it, but for me, Kirk beat Taylor pretty easily in the final.
Yeah, so I did watch that fight. I did watch the final fight, and I think I would have won the final.
You would have.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, you got to look what Kirk did to Taylor, and in many other people's eyes, obviously, you've seen the fight between me and Kirk. It wasn't easy for any of us. You had to work for it.
The tournament was great. Like every fight, edge of the seat. Like
it was a good night of boxing. So fair play to Tommy from Top Promotions. He did put on a good show, and John. Between the two of them, it's a good night of boxing. Some big names there watching as well. So
yeah, and so are you signed with John?
Signed with John, yeah.
Because I thought John was signed with what's he called, Brett Egan.
Yeah, so on the night he had three boxers boxing. John did, so he had me, Brett Egan, and Jag. So he had three of us on the show. Yeah, so we're all under John Pegg. We are.
So did you want? I think John would probably wanted one of you for one of my days.
One of us three to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, to fair, there was leading up to the competition. There was a lot of predictions made who would make it to the final.
I thought it would be you v Jag.
In the final. Yeah, it's fair. Someone said that to me on the night fair as well, but I think the most popular one I heard was me and Brett Egan in the final. I think that's the most popular.
Well, that Brett Egan, I thought when it was him that what's he called, Taylor Grigg.
Yeah, really,
I thought going into watching both their fights, I thought Brett Egan was going to beat him, but fair play to Taylor, and he stopped him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, fair play. So, like I said, anyone who does a tournament like this, you've got to give them respect. Obviously, 8 fighters putting us on the line, and unfortunately,
would you fight any of them? Like, would you rematch? Let's say that Kirk overseas.
100%, definitely. Any of them.
Any of them who want it.
I'm sure in time, obviously, we're all roughly at the same stage in our career. That Midlands bout's there.
I'm sure you'll fight one of them for that.
Who knows next year? Probably next year for me. I'll look at Midlands bout.
Yeah, because you're only reasonably at the start of your career.
Yeah, exactly. Still got loads of time. Loads of time, got age on my side as well. I'm only 22 years old, so
and
still very early for me.
Do you have? I know you've only fought on the weekend, but what month are you trying to aim to get back in the ring?
2 weeks time.
Oh, really?
11th of March. Yeah, 11th of March.
You're not messing about, are you, mate?
That's it. Got business to do, haven't I? So 11th of March. Hopefully, it'll be confirmed by the end of today, tomorrow.
Oh, that's great news.
So straight back out there again.
Are you fighting in 4 round? Is it another 4-rounder?
Yeah, it'd be a 4-rounder. Like John said to me, when I went back to the changing rooms straight away, he mentioned 11th of March. Said, "Well, you was prepared to fight again in 5 minutes, so why not in 2 weeks?" I was like, you know what, that's fair enough. So
yeah,
fit and strong.
Do you know the opponent yet, or just no, not yet?
No, I don't know yet. Not too sure it is. So I'm just waiting on confirmation. And then I'll arrange to fight then. So
that's good. It's a good night of boxing on the 11th as well.
Yeah, some decent fighters on it. Obviously, River, he's on the card. Callum Singh, both local lads around here as well. So
yeah, both good lads, aren't they?
Yeah, both sound. Get them both on well.
Because I think when River gets back to winning ways on the 11th, I think after this one he would be again trying to look
looking for that English title again.
I believe he'll win it this English soon.
Definitely, he deserves it. Out of all that, like I said, things River, I've never a fighter. He's a good fighter to look up to. He's worked hard to get to where he is, so he definitely deserves a shot again, I think.
Yeah. So are you trained by Brendan?
No, so my trainer is Lee Spare.
And how long have you been trained with him for?
I think I've been with Lee now for about 6 years, I think, now, with Lee.
So did you come up through the amateurs with him?
Yeah, I did my amateur career with Lee.
And what was your amateur record, and did you win anything as an amateur?
Not as my amateur record. I had 11 fights as an amateur, 9 wins, 2 losses. But again, this is why we turned pro, because obviously some people go, "Oh, it's a bit early to turn professional." But when I was boxing as an amateur, lads, I was fighting double my record, triple my record, ex-national champions. So yeah, so it was time to.
So you did well as an amateur then?
Yeah, I did really well as an amateur. Come up against some decent kids, some decent records. I remember my first championships. It was a novice championship, so it's for 5 to 20 bouts. I entered only having 5, and then obviously competing against lads who had like 17 bouts at a time. So I'm coming out on top. So good.
So you never take easy fights, which
good. I said that. I thought turning pro to start with, I'd end up maybe some easier fights than I've had, but so far all I've had is tough fights. So, but it's good.
And I'm sure because you get more respect if you lose to another fighting prospects than if you beat 10 journeymen in a row. No offense to them, because they are tough men. But
no, exactly. I completely agree with you there.
So on the 11th, so are you back in the gym training?
Yeah, back in the gym training today. Yeah.
How many days did you have off after your fight?
So what was it? Saturday on Wednesday now. So 4 days.
Oh, so have you been back in the gym today?
Back in today, yeah.
That's good. What were you doing? Just
little like breaking, just to start running and stuff. So it's like cardio, and then obviously start punching again, either this evening or tomorrow morning. See what my coach has got in store for me.
Yes. How many fights are you trying to have this year? So how many more are you trying to have?
You know what? I wouldn't like to say a number. I'm just gonna take the opportunities as they come. So obviously within 2-3 weeks of each other, I would have had 3 fights as a pro. So it's been busy this year already.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll be in no rush. Just take what comes, eh? That's all you can do at the minute.
Right, sorry, let me sort my dog out quickly.
No worries, mate.
Ruby. Sorry, right. What were you saying? Sorry.
Like I said, I'll just take the opportunities as they come now. See what happens. See what shows are about.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So as many as you can get, really.
Yeah, that's it. As many as whatever's there, really. Yeah.
That's very good, mate. What boxers do you look up to?
You know, who I liked, obviously, you've got big names like Canelo. Everyone says that. But one for me at the minute, I feel like he's got a similar style to me, the way he boxes. Josh Kelly, British champion. I love the way he boxes. To be able to box like he did in his last fight for 12 rounds, I think that's
Against
class.
Troy?
Yeah, that's it. That was a class performance, I thought.
Because Troy's an absolute monster. You saw him against Cheatham.
That's it, yeah. Tough bloke
Very
and just
right, good fight from Josh Kelly. But who would you like to see Josh Kelly box next?
It's a tough one, that is. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch for that. See how Troy performed in a rematch. See how he would change his tactics. That'd be quite interesting to see, I think.
Or who else is up there?
That's what I think now.
James Metcalf. I think he's up there. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
Maybe Anthony Fowler. You just never know.
That's it. Like I said, I just like the way he boxes. I think he boxes nice and clean. So it's good.
For anyone who hasn't watched you fight, what makes you different as a fighter?
I don't think you see many fighters who box the way I box. I'm quite a stylish boxer, tidy boxer, lots of movement, fast with my hands, in and out. You don't really, in the pro game, you don't really see that as much now. A lot of the pros are set on the feet, looking to bang the shots in, whereas I'll land three, boom, then I'm gone. Back in, three more, boom, in and out, just fast with my feet, fast with my hands. So.
Yeah. And before, so do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a boxer?
Train hard. That's all I can say, really. Train hard and take any opportunity that comes your way.
Do you recommend going through the amateurs?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, I'd recommend finding yourself an ABA gym. So a gym that's registered with England Boxing. Take the proper ABA route and that'll put you up there, definitely.
Yeah. And before I let you go, Danny, do you want to shout out just anyone who's helped you so far?
Definitely my coach, Lee Spare. Without him, this journey wouldn't be possible. And all my sponsors, really. You can see a couple of them on my hoodie at the minute. Got a fair few, so I'm going to call all of them out. But sponsors, they're a critical part of a professional boxer's journey at the start of the career.
Yeah.
Got medical costs and all that good stuff. So without sponsors, you need them for definite. So thank you to all my sponsors. I'm sure they'll be watching this in a minute.
Yeah. And I do really appreciate your time, mate. And good luck on the 11th of March, mate.
Nice one. Quality. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye.